Goeiemôre, goeiemiddag en goeie aand. Ek hoop almal doen baie goed op hierdie wonderlike dag. How are you guys all doing?
Great, man, great. Yeah, I was just about to say it's official that Witsit is Marilyn Monroe.
Well, he was exposed.
He was exposed.
I hope you guys do enjoy the thumbnail. Because the first thing I thought at the time, I was going to use his mugshot, and then I thought, no, but let's do exposed because he came. I'm going to expose you, So let's have a rundown on of him exposed, and then have his face on Marilyn Monroe. I think it turned out quite good.
It's a good thumbnail. I like it.
But it's good to have you guys all here. How was your day?
Excellent. Like I said, I didn't do much today because I was going to go fishing, but there was a storm warning, and it started raining, so I didn't go. But I went yesterday, so I made up for it.
And I went to visit a potential church.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, tell us more.
I'm not convinced yet. I'm going to go and have a sit down and see what they say and what they do.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, I still want to do, speaking of churches, I got myself love you, Mike, because I want to do some interviews with some pastors actually on the creation story. So I think that'll be quite an interesting thing to do.
And wouldn't it be good to find out like different pastors with different denominations and all that, see how their teachings vary.
If says my audio is very low.
It's just gone really loud.
It's gone really loud.
Okay, maybe let me just play a bit softer before ticks.
Can't hear it at all now.
How's that? Is that better?
It's quite low.
Oh man, I hardly touched it. And how about now? Now it should be. It's like
I can hear you. It's quite low, but I can hear you okay. I don't know about in YouTube.
Hello, everybody.
Wow, that's like wow.
And I hardly touched it. I don't
know
if the children played with the box again. I don't know. Okay, this should be fine. Like I literally moved it a millimeter. Okay. Anyway, I got the poll up, 47 votes. Should Witsit just concede? The reason I'm asking this is because his arguments are flawed and the guy just doesn't want to understand why they're flawed. So tonight we're going to go through some of his arguments because he was on the other night. We're going to go through some of those arguments and explain why they are flawed and why they're wrong. So hopefully he's going to have the humbleness to be able to concede and say, yeah, okay, I understand this is why it's wrong, instead of just going and saying, I'm going to excommunicate you and expose you for who you are.
I was going to say FTFE is in the chat, and it's about the only time I've ever agreed with them.
Hey, FTFE, good to see you, mate. I'm actually going to say hi to everyone now, but anyway, 49 votes. Should Witsit just concede? Yes, 47%. No, 53%. Yeah, the sad thing, I've been getting a lot of Witsit trolls lately. It's like, he's done so much for FE. And when I ask, okay, like what? I just don't get answers back. Really odd stuff. Anyway, hey, Groz, good to see you. It's me again. Hello. Michael Khan. Rachie, thank you for coming. Derek Nelson, always good to see you too. Paul, hello. Always good to see you too. Rig5, hello. Let's see, who else is in here? Wow, a lot of back and forth, you guys. Professor Harvester, good to see you, mate. Alan Norstrand, hello. Moxie, good to see you too. Wow. Signastep, thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Jenna A, thank you for coming. Then we got some Derek S, thank you for coming. INFE, hello, good to see you. Earth is flat and covered with appeal. Okay, hello, good to see you. I'm not going to read that name properly out because, yeah, YouTube. Anyway, hello, Alexis Hurt, Ado. Good to see you. I think you were Black Circle on stage, if I'm not mistaken. It's good to see you. PJ Cruikshank, thank you for coming in. Charlie Welsh. Wow, there's a lot of names to say out tonight. Coral Apple, Space Miner, FTFE, hello, hello. Jeff Conkel, Double Jello. What is with all these names? But it's good to have you guys in. Thank you all for coming. I think that's it. Oh, and Undoctrinated, thank you for coming. Yeah. So as you can see, I got my new phone, so it's much better quality with the video. I'm really looking forward to that. So it looks a bit better. Anyway, I hope everybody has been keeping up to date what's been happening with Witsit. A few days ago, hey 4Jacks, we had a is this a joke stream? Because the debate that him and that Zerka guy, whatever, was having was a train smash. Unfortunately, we didn't even get through the opening statements. That's how bad it was. But he decided to come in and, well, tell us he's going to excommunicate us. But I thought tonight would be just a good thing to say, since he's saying he's exposing us, and we just see he exposed himself, we're just going to explain to him in very simple terms why his arguments are wrong. So Witsit, this is not to beat you down or anything. This is just simply so you would understand why your arguments are rubbish, to be fair. Okay, so yeah. If you guys have any things to say before we do start?
No, I was just about to say, Richie did a couple of videos on Witsit that I was going to say they look good, but I haven't seen them yet. It's something I meant to watch. I was just thought I'd mention it, that she did a couple on Witsit.
I'm Ryan Dockner. Flatzoid, did the guy who wired the ISS wire microphone? Actually, he did. But I had to take the cleaner because he was a bit more cheaper. No, the wire is just a bit long, so I just had to roll it up on you because the children play around you. So, yeah. Okay, Paul says the sound is fine on YouTube. I'm glad the sound is fine. Thank you, guys. Because it's literally at its peak here. Because if I do even go like a millimeter more, it's going to peak again. Then it's just too loud for everyone. So, yeah. Okay. You guys ready? Hey, Missing Research. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to have you in. Okay, let's start this off.
How many vaccines did you take?
I think it's a
Nice stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, time to expose you guys. Can I be
Hey,
heard?
what's it in,
Oh,
guys?
here he is.
Time to
You
expose
guys
us.
can get dunked on real fast. Try not to get emotional and interrupt me with all your bullshit remedial nonsense.
Wow, what a start.
For real. For real. Yeah. Hey, buddy, I said don't interrupt me.
How's that for a start, guys?
Mhm.
So that's how you, yeah, that's how you go on someone's show.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was me instantly triggered. You know.
Yeah, me. I mean, me as well. I mean, you hear me chuckling there. I mean, that was me triggered straight away.
And then when he started talking about this excommunication, where I don't even know what that means, I was like, hubris of this guy is just ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, the excommunication is simply just, you can put the output gain a bit louder for INFE. There we go. It's simply, we're going to get to it now, so don't worry.
But
He's got a black. He's got a black ballist from the FE community.
To say that is he some kind of leader or a guru who can have you run after a community or something. That's what it sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, if people can't hear that when they listen to it, then keep following him.
I mean, the way he came in, yeah, really, guys. Guns blazing, trying to tell me what to do on my own show and telling us, oh, I'm going to expose you. How dare you? You know what I mean? It's like,
exactly.
And all we did was show that his arguments are mute. But yeah, we'll get into that, guys.
All right, look, here's the deal. I know you need clout, and this is the most viewers you've ever gotten live. So
and that's with the ego trip.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Richie, I will do. I'll watch them tonight. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, Rachie made awesome videos on the arguments. Very, very good, Rachie. I did share them for sure. And I tagged Witsit on them as well, because I'm going to tag Witsit on all of them. Just till he understands why his arguments are wrong. Because he doesn't want to understand. Hey, Matthew, good to see you, mate. Jeff Gassett, thank you for coming. And Mr. as well. Hello.
that's why you're keeping
Not a chance,
Come on,
mate.
Witsit. That's a feeble argument, mate. That's a feeble argument.
Hey, Godzilla37, good to see you too. And Tyler, good to see you, mate. Thank you guys for coming. Every time you talk on there, PJ, I think you're talking now.
I know. I thought I was talking myself.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay. And Dala, also good to see you.
Argument. I don't care. I don't care.
This
Don't
way
tell
you're
me to shut
you're
up,
not
mate.
gonna
Don't
let
tell me to shut up.
guys.
Okay.
We'll talk
You
then, but don't tell me to shut up.
Yeah, Witsit, you shut up.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, you're
okay.
tough.
I'm going to say so for Witsit. I'm just going to first off. This is my show, so you don't come and demand on my show what's going on. Second of all, I've had much more viewers than this, mate. Don't kid yourself.
Really? What's the most viewers you've had?
120. Good luck.
Wow. What were you talking trash about me and Jaren?
And again, moving on. See what I mean? He has some kind of ego trip that he has to think it's got to revolve around him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sad. The guy doesn't have a cooking clue, but I mean, this is all he really had, actually. You know, put all the focus on me instead of the argument. That's what it's about for him, guys. Not what the argument is, it's about him. Yeah, guys, please, guys, do hit that like and share the show, because it does get out to a wide audience. It's good to see you. Alex, Flatzoid, the volume of your headphones is probably too low, and the gain on your microphone is probably too high. Everybody else says they can hear me fine, so I'm not sure what the problem is. And I'm literally on my max on Max Solo, and I put the output gain high on OBS, so I don't know what the problem is there by you guys. No. Factuality, thank you very much for your $2 super chat. Game of
That's why
Thrones
you do it.
Ice Wall
Look.
map, maybe. Okay, guys, let's
expose
Witsit.
it.
Let's give Witsit the exposure he needs, so-called, to expose me. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me expose you. Yeah. Okay. So let's start with the first one. You made this remedial nonsense argument that I was making the globe argument, which is, I don't know, maybe 100 IQ, maybe. So what I did was say, look at microwaves, horizontal line of sight propagation. They don't refract and diffract anywhere near the same as they claim radio waves do, which they lie about anyway because of the frequency range. This is all over your head. Try to take notes or something. So then I said the hill would physically obstruct the line of sight horizontal microwave. And then I showed the globe Earth claimed obstruction with the Earth curve calculator. And I said it should be blocked at this height or at this distance with this height. Yet it can go up to 200, 250 miles when it should only go 12 miles or 20 miles based on a 100 or 300 foot antenna. Yet
2014 arguments, Witsit.
Mhm.
You notice now watch. There you go. You got exposed. Let's hear your rebuttal. Smart.
What exposure? What did he expose me here? I mean, he said he's coming to expose me. All he did was come to reiterate his argument and says he exposed me. Does he know that 360 kilometer transmission, it's the world record transmission for microwaves, is about 360 kilometers over the Dead Sea. And the angle and elevation is based upon them for the globe. So Witsit doesn't understand that it's a mute argument because the moron doesn't understand the curve calculator he used didn't take elevation into account. That is how dumb this guy of 160 IQ is.
Who runs around bragging about their IQ anyway? Like,
He does.
I know.
IQ is not common sense, is it?
No. And I mean, if you've got to brag about your the IQ, then you're lacking elsewhere. Do you know what I mean?
Let me see if I can bring it up.
It's basically, I've got an high IQ, so you're stupid. That's what I take from that. Like, you know.
Yeah. It's placing yourself higher than another. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the microwave transmission. There we go. The longest microwave radio transmission across the Red Sea. Red Sea, not Dead Sea. So, guys, 360 kilometers, 200 miles. He said 250 miles. I don't know where he got that. So he already got caught lying or fabricating his data then. Hop between Jebel Irba and Sudan, the Jebel Dakar. I want to check. I'm sure they did also give elevations and stuff. You see this? Check at that. It's quite high. I mean, now he's saying, "Ooh, you see, because they got this line of sight, therefore they are not it's going to cause flat Earth." No, that's all he sees. This is what he reads, guys. He reads this, and he says, "You see, such a long distance line of sight, so therefore it's flat Earth." But the guy's so blinded by ego and just reading parts of it, he doesn't understand the whole argument. He doesn't understand these two towers were at elevation height and angled for line of sight based on their globe. And when I asked him about changing the frequencies, he wanted to ask me, oh, what's the microwave frequency? I didn't want to ask him anything because I wanted to see if he would understand the difference between the two beam width. So, I mean, if you're going to have the 300 megahertz compared to the 300 megahertz, it just changes from 1 meter to about 1 millimeter. Still having the same line of sight. It just gives the exposure line beam difference, so you'd have a further out horizon based on their globe. So it's a globe argument. It's nothing to do with flat Earth. It's just based on ignorance. And yes, as Neil said, 2014 argument.
Yeah.
So that's already showing that he is wrong, because the guy is giving a globe argument out of ignorance and thinking it's for flat Earth. Any glober can go on there and say, but look at its elevation angle. Why didn't you even take height into account with the globe calculator you took? He just took the normal Earth curve calculator that doesn't take any elevation into account. So yeah, that is what I was trying to explain to him, but the moron doesn't stop talking, so it's hard to get things into him to understand.
Mm.
So there we go. Witsit already. Your first argument shown debunked. If you just listen, you would understand why we're saying it's wrong. We're not trying to, how can I say, berate you for it, but the way you go on, we simply say, yeah, this guy's an egotistic maniac that just doesn't want to understand if he's wrong. So instead of doing this, just humble yourself and say, listen, yeah, I concede it's wrong. Because why? You're making us look stupid, mate. When you bring up arguments like this, you obviously have not done your homework. You make FE look stupid because we're all in the same boat. You're a representative of FE. And when you bring such a mediocre argument to the table, which actually shows it to be globe, not flat Earth, we're going to call you out on it. I don't care who you are.
Can I make something clear? I'm not in their boat at all.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We don't want to be represented by these fakers. I'm sorry, I'm calling them right out. They're fakers. Because if they weren't fakers, they would be honest with themselves and say, listen, yeah, I understand what's wrong. But I mean, look how they treat us behind doors as well. They never concede. Because they're not for truth, guys. Hey, Bobby Zinger, good to see you, mate. M Stone, hello. And Zaydigamoka FE, thank you for coming. And T2L2. Yeah. So I think that's my first argument on that one. What do you guys have to say?
Not much.
Yeah, it's. I mean, like he just came on with an attitude, didn't he? I think he just thought if he comes on with this attitude and starts talking his word salad, that he's going to expose you for whatever you were going to be exposed for, whatever that was meant to be. You know what I mean? But he showed nothing. He just spilled his stuff, did his word salad thing, and he debunked it. It's normal. You know what I mean? Like I say, I used to hang on to what you said, but when it comes to this, he can't be further from the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Hey, Richard G, Justin Bones, and sorry, Fish Out of Water. Good to see you, mate. Yep.
Yeah, Fish Out to Water just hit nail on head.
Mm-hmm.
Its debates brought me to FE. However, I quickly realised that he had an hidden agenda, and he does. You know,
Yep.
Electric downward acceleration or whatever it is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, I think when Witsit first got into it, he was on an honest path. I'm not going to doubt that. But he got tainted along the way. Remember, his mentor became Bob. And I think that's what got him screwed up down a rabbit hole he didn't want to go down.
Yeah, you're right, because it's when he started on this kind of the trip with, I don't know what it's called, I can't remember the word for it, dielectric, bloody whatever. It's when he started on this, when he got into it, that's when his views on Jesus started changing as well, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A Space Miner says, would you be willing to give us an example of something that was difficult for you to concede? I've conceded a lot of things. I mean, on the show now, I said I conceded something like 2 minutes ago, did I not? I said I thought it was something else. Yeah. So I don't know what's difficult to concede to something. I've said many times, I was wrong on this or something. So, okay. You guys ready to go on?
Yeah.
guy. What's up?
It was an exposure. Which frequencies
You said
are
I
you
made the
talking?
globe
What's it?
argument.
What's it? You just said you didn't make a globe argument, yet you brought up, if on a globe this should be happening. That is called globe argument. Secondly, what frequencies are you talking
Wow.
about? Do you understand radio waves work at different frequencies?
Yes. Stop trying to change the subject.
And
You
do
just
they
claimed that I made the globe
do
argument.
they
You said I
propagate?
made the globe
What's
argument.
Andy was talking over me the whole time.
Yeah.
And yes, he was talking about radio waves and then microwaves. And then he told me he didn't talk about radio waves, which was an actual lie. So he actually got caught lying as well, guys. Just listen to that.
You said I made the globe
Why are you not letting
argument,
me-
but what I
why are you
did
not
was
letting
show
me-
that the
why are you
globe
not letting me
prediction
rebut?
doesn't work
Witsit?
with what the microwaves actually do. How do you think that
Why are you
you
not letting me
refute a
rebut?
prediction?
Why are you not letting me rebut? Witsit?
You know, you're changing the subject. It's called a red herring fallacy.
No, I'm not. It's exactly that. The frequency changes the propagation value of the waves. Yeah, fish out of water. The problem with Witsit symbolism and stuff, he's definitely into New Age.
Yeah.
And he used to be claimed as a Christian. That's the sad thing
Yeah.
of all.
Yeah, that's what kind of got to me the most about it, to be honest, because he was like he would have claimed to be a Christian at one point.
Yeah, because him and Jaren, they push New Age very much so, very badly. They go out of their way to do that. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, in my book, that's just not kosher. Bobby Zinger, many people who never read the Bible before were brought there by FE. That's also true. Hey, Michael Hedges, thank you for coming.
Was that pun
Michael
meant?
Hedges, Yeah?
Was that pun meant? That pun when you said that it just isn't kosher, was that pun meant?
Michael Hedges. No, he was talking about microwaves as opposed to radio waves. Again, he brought up radio waves and then spoke about microwaves, Michael. He even conceded this while we were having this chat. Well, not really a chat because the guy, yeah. Does it not?
Red herring.
Does it or not, Witsit?
Yes.
So
red
therefore,
herring
your
fallacy.
argument is invalidated. Thank you very much. Why does a flat
No,
earther
it's
have to invalidate your
You're
so-called...
such an idiot, dude. You're literally.
And then he ad homs me.
Yeah.
It's a very simple question. Because it's
But
simply about the horizon changing.
He calls out the fallacies like it's a game show. Red herring.
Yeah, but the thing I laughed about though is when he says, "Oh, I'm telling him he's strawman." He says, "No, he's not. I don't even know what a strawman is." And then I had to explain it to him how he was strawmanning me, and then he still had to double down and say, "No, he's not strawmanning me." But yeah, that does come later. That's what I say. It's I don't know. It's like conversing with a little 5-year-old that's just a spoiled brat or something that doesn't want to listen. He just doesn't stop talking over people. Just talks nonsense, contradicts his own statements while he's talking, and then he thinks he's right.
Well, I used to be a big Witsit fan. You know, I used to watch every one of his streams, always watched his videos. And then I saw him double speaking on Nathan's, which concerned me. And then he full blown attacked Christians and said, if you believe Jesus is God, you're a retard. I mean, that could be beat. Like, I lost all respect for him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty much the same as that, Michael. I'm pretty much the same as that.
No, Space Miner, I think you're ace, mate. Definitely don't have any issue with you. You've been on the show for a while, so no stress. What? Dallas says, hey, at least Jaren didn't come in here last time. The meaning Witsit came in here like everyone else is beneath him. Yeah, actually, I was surprised when Jaren came in I think it was like last week or something. I just said, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
I was really surprised at that.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe he wants to fix some ties. You don't know?
Dumb. So here's the deal. It doesn't change any of my argument. My argument was that based on the frequencies of microwave, they know they can't claim that refraction and diffraction make it go around the globe. So even in their own paradigm, they had to come up with another excuse because refraction and diffraction don't work due to the frequency length. Hey, do you know what frequencies microwaves are in?
Who's making that argument?
Yeah.
No, of course you don't
Who
know.
are you
I thought you were the
actually
smart guy.
rebutting?
Flatzoid. Hey, what frequency is
You're not
microwave?
rebutting anyone. No one has made that argument.
Hey, listen
not just
carefully.
that, Bill.
I showed that the globe prediction is that there should be physical obstruction at a certain distance if the Earth is actually a ball, but
So
that we
bring
should
up the
line of
globe.
sight horizontal.
Congratulations.
Witsit, what are you doing? That's been
I'm
over
exposing you
with.
clowns
No,
who like.
you see what we're saying? He's just trying to say he's exposing us, showing us how dumb we are, ad homing non-stop. When we're asking, why are you bringing up globe arguments? Why are you bringing something out that's for the globe? But he doesn't understand what he showed was not against the globe, it was for the globe. Because that line of sight doesn't mean there's a globe or flat. It simply means the elevation they took line of sight shows it is still a globe because they've angled it at elevation that it doesn't matter if it's a globe or not. This is how the guy doesn't understand. So he brought an argument that was mute. Because if it was a proper globe defender there, he would have just said, okay, what's the elevation of those transmission towers? You know how dumb he would have looked. He would have looked like really stupid because they say, oh, look at the elevation angles. Look at the angles they are transmitting to each other. At what frequency are they going? Therefore, it's a globe. They're going to say that. They're going to say, the reason we're doing this is because of a globe. And then he is now having the burden of proof to choose why it's not a globe because they just proved it to be based on his argument, a globe. I mean, really, it's not hard to understand. And this is what you guys claiming to have an IQ of 160. Yeah, Rachie, there is some things that say they don't suffer refraction. They say they suffer minimal refraction. The thing is, the frequency at 300 gigahertz is usually like 1 millimeter long beam. So it suffers very, very minimal refraction due to the atmo around it. So you can just cancel it out, in other words. So it just carries a straight line beam.
It's
Witsit,
over with.
Witsit.
You're still arguing like the horizon is Earth curves.
Witsit,
Buddy,
Get with the
Witsit,
program.
Witsit,
you're an idiot, dude.
Witsit,
Okay, so
coming in here and just insinuating being rude to everybody, insulting us.
you just now insulted me for an hour straight. What are you talking about?
Where did I insult him for an hour straight, guys? I was attacking his arguments and saying he should know better.
Exactly.
I was saying how stupid that other Zerka guy is. That I was saying, I mean, he has a right to be insulted. I mean, the way he was going was pathetic. But
Yeah.
Witsit should have known better and said, listen, yeah, what you're doing is unacceptable. Please stop talking that way. You know what I mean? If I was there with that Zerka guy, I would have told the moderator, listen, yeah, if he's not going to, then I'm going to leave. Because I don't want to be associated with a person like this. Instead, Witsit was sitting there laughing with him while he's calling people retards. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the guys that weren't even rude back to them, yes, they were really stupid arguments, but the arguments these two gave against the globe was on the same par.
But he don't care. Which had loads of followers that believe in Jesus and believe that Jesus is God, and he calls them retards. So, you know, if you want to alienate your followers, crack on.
Yep. I mean, I can't help if people are gullible enough to just take everything he says as fact. I want everybody to understand, if you guys are honest with yourself, look at his arguments and see why we're saying they're wrong. Not just berate us, say, oh, he's done so much for FE. Go and look at his arguments and understand why we're saying they're wrong. I mean, I don't care who it is on the other side. If it even was Nathan Oakley, I would tell him why he's wrong, and he knows this. Because we all are in this together. We all represent the same thing. And frankly, I don't want to be in the same boat as Witsit and Glowbusters because they embarrass us. And I'm plain out simply saying it. They embarrass us.
Stop virtue signaling like a little gamma.
Listen,
You just
yeah.
insulted me for an hour.
Listen,
Kick
Witsit.
his ass out.
Witsit. Listen,
That's
yeah.
what you're going to have to do because
Listen,
you know I'm going
yeah.
to expose you.
I just exposed your dumb fuckery argument as nonsense, and you just conceded it without realizing that. So, the next argument, which is the next one you want to come expose me on? Come on.
No, we're talking about this one. Hey, can you tell the rest of the people not to jump in so we can have a conversation, please?
Hey, can you stop telling everybody on my show what to do and not to do?
So you guys are going to be like Oakley, where you guys all have to circle jerk interrupt me.
See, this is all it does. He doesn't just want to...
What has Oakley got to do with it, though?
They always do this.
I know.
Oakley and QE. It's always bringing Oakley and QE to it, and I'm like I was saying, he's telling me on my show what to do. On my show, he comes in, insults us the whole time, is rude, and tells me what I must do on my own show. Who does this guy think he is? Oh, the guy says he's going to excommunicate us. It's still coming, guys. That was funny.
Me and insult me and not let me make my point. 'Cause I'm
Kick
gonna
his
intellect and dunk on
dumbass
you.
out. All he is a
What's-
fast talking sham.
Neil
What-
wants you to kick
Him
me out because he
sharing the
knows I'm about
rest
to
of
expose you.
Witsit, can you just come and expose instead of showing your idiocy, please? I'm
Okay,
waiting.
listen carefully. So I said, according to the globe model, there should be physical obstruction at this distance based on the globe claim. But in reality, we do not see this physical obstruction. To respond with, why are you arguing like the horizon is Earth curve? Dude, I'm debunking the globe model.
No, you're not.
I
Thank you,
can
Peaceful
I
Warrior.
say one thing?
£2 super chat. You have nothing, Witsit. Thank you very much for your super chat. Like I said, you change the frequency, you change its propagation wave. Therefore, your argument is invalidated. And it's not the flat earther that's supposed to be correcting you on this if you have the knowledge of this. Witsit. That's why they're...
Wait, I just asked you
If
what
you change the
frequency
frequency, if you change
don't
the
even know.
frequency, if you change the frequency, does it change the horizon distance or not?
Yes, I know the
There we go. So he had to concede, then it changes the horizon distance. Therefore, on a globe, if the elevation is right with the right angle, it doesn't show it to be flat. It just shows him to be a moron that doesn't do his homework. Because like I said, if the opponents were awake enough there, they would have stood there and said, okay, if you say it's flat, what were the elevation angles of those transmission towers and what were they angled to? He would have been dead in the water. They would have said, oh, so you think it's showing a globe means now a flat earth? Yeah, Jonah Edwards. Green screen. Ooh. You like my space? Yeah. And I got my new phone today, so it's much better quality camera. So really, really awesome stuff. I'm so excited. It's about time. I had this phone for like 3.5 years. I think it was time for an upgrade.
Absolutely.
Okay. You guys have anything further to say on this?
No.
No, not really, no.
We're getting close to the part where I rage and swear, so
Yeah, it's,
I'm not proud about that. But you know, it is
he's one of them. He's one of them.
globe's not real, Flatzoid. Trust me, I get you're not very bright, but
Listen.
try to keep up. Try to keep up,
Dude,
buddy.
your insults are not helping you. Your insults are not helping you.
Dude, in all the people in here, I'm keeping names of all you guys. All you guys will cease to exist in here.
don't
That's why
live on a
FED gets
model.
60 live viewers. It's because you act like this.
We don't
See what he just said? All you live viewers, I got keep on the names. All you people are going to cease to exist. Who the hell does he think he is? Huh?
Is the name keeper.
Yeah, but I mean, how is this even arguing? You can see I'm even shaking my head that like he's claiming I've got all your guys' name in chat, so soon you guys are going to be able to. You're not going to exist. I mean, then he's going to call us, going to excommunicate us as well. Like he's got any say of anything.
Innit? He's got black ballers from the flat earth community.
I mean, who is this guy? I mean, he's so scrawny. I don't even think he would be able to stand up against anybody. No, really. I mean, he wants to come and make threats on everyone, all my subscribers and followers. Yeah, it's like crazy. Who the hell does he think he is? The guy comes in as a moron and says he's going to expose us, and all he's doing is exposing himself. It's projection to the max of this guy.
Some guy in chat says that's not what he said. We're just listening to it. You're not gay.
Is that not what he just said? He literally just said it. Let's go back 10 seconds and listen again, okay? Helping you. Your insults are not helping you.
Dude, in all the people in here, I'm keeping names of all you guys. All you guys will cease to
We
exist in here.
don't
That's why
live on a
FED gets
model.
60 live viewers. It's because you act like this.
We don't
Hold on,
very
hold
careful.
on, hold on. Witsit.
What did he just say?
We argued
No,
this
you're
is
the
an
dumbest
argument
person
from
here. Please stop jumping in.
2014. Witsit. We argued this in 2014. You don't have to know more. The horizon is not Earth curve. Black swan, elevation angles to Polaris.
And that was brilliant that Neil said there. Because that's what Witsit doesn't get. Witsit doesn't get. The horizon is not a physical Earth curve, so he doesn't need to bring it up. The fact that he brought it up is showing he doesn't understand the horizon is only an optical apparent position. I mean, really.
It's over.
Dude, do you
What's
think I
wrong with
don't
you?
know your same reiterated, redundant, remedial
It's game
conversation
over.
that we
There we
have
go.
every day?
Witsit just
Witsit,
exposed
it's game
himself.
over there.
Yeah, Witsit just exposed himself as an actor because he just said it's redundant argument. Thank you, Witsit, for showing you're not an actual flat earther. I'm calling out. Yep, and I stick by that. Calling not the horizon not to be physical is a redundant argument. What do you guys say on that?
It's madness, isn't it?
I mean, that's crazy.
It is.
Saying
Absolutely.
the horizon is not physical is a redundant argument. And this is a so-called flat earther, guys. I mean, does...
I don't.
Yeah?
I don't think it has anything to do. His argument may be wrong, but it has nothing to do with whether he's a flat earther or not.
I think it does. Show me a flat earther that claims the horizon to be physical, Matt.
I don't know all flat earthers.
A flat earther says the
know.
horizon is an optical position. It's only an apparent position. It's not physical.
I can't think of any flat earther. It doesn't matter what flat earther should not claim that the horizon is physical.
Why is it? Why is it when a certain group of people from Flat Earth, when they go out and they do debates and stuff, it makes us look stupid? Why is that?
Exactly.
So are you saying that Witsit is saying that the horizon's physical?
Yeah, he's saying apparent horizon is redundant. You know what redundant means.
He may be saying that, right? So a person saying that the argument is redundant. Are you concluding from that he's saying that the horizon is now physical?
He's saying the horizon that's apparent and not physical is a redundant argument. That means he's saying that it's physical.
Okay, I question that interpretation.
To be fair, I think you question a lot of interpretations everybody makes.
It's true.
But yeah, it's simple. The argument is the horizon is not a physical blockage. It doesn't block things in the distance. It's not physical. It's only an apparent position, and we have optical phenomena that we observe. He's saying that it's redundant is him saying that it's not flat. He's saying that it's physical. So he's a glober. That's exactly what a glober's argument is. To say it's not physical, they say it's physical. So if they say it's physical, they cannot claim refraction, and which they do, so they concede it to be optical. But the problem is he's doing the same thing. He's saying, oh, it's flat, but I'm saying it's redundant to say the horizon is optical, so therefore physical. So then he's a glober. So when you see bottom-up obstruction, he's saying it's physical curve then. That's what he's saying. So that makes him a glober.
No, he's not a glober.
Okay.
Okay, what a cool story. You're really tough in Australia.
Australia. I laughed inside. I was like, what the hell? Australia. Do I sound Australian?
No.
Good day, mate. No, I don't come from Australia. No, mate. Yeah, in Aussie, we don't do that. We don't talk like that, man. No, I sound more English now. Not Australian. How do you sound Australian, though?
G'day.
G'day, mate.
G'day,
Fair
mate.
dinkum, mate. Bruce, Ripper, Sheila.
G'day, mate.
Stick another shrimp on the barbie.
Well, even if he is a flat earther, he might as well be a globe because he's giving the same arguments. He's giving them the globe on a silver platter. That's what he's doing.
Of Africa or wherever you are. So here's
He
the
doesn't
truth.
even know where I am.
Wow, come on.
Because literally no one even knows who you are. No one cares.
Oh, my goodness.
No one knows who I am.
Nobody, that's all.
Yeah, no one knows who I am. That's why not a Professor Dave is too scared to debate me. Yeah.
Mm.
Just type in my name, Flatzoid, and you'll see my name everywhere, even from channels you don't even know exist, mate.
Like Derek said earlier, Derek said something in chat earlier about likes of me, you, Michael, a load of other people here have been here about in Flat Earth since pretty much the beginning, since 2015-ish. He's only been around a few years, and he's going to excommunicate us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Shane Duplass, good to see you. Alson, thank you. Yeah, I sound South African because I am South African. Hey, Shifty Eye Shady, good to see you. And JT6 Mania.
Here's the reality
why
of
are
the
you here
situation.
then? If nobody
Buddy,
knows who I
listen
am,
carefully.
why am I here?
Are you afraid to hear me expose you?
You exposing yourself,
Because you're
that's the whole
living rent
point.
free in his head.
Yeah.
And it's
Go
funny
ahead.
that you guys are all circle jerking and supporting it. So all you guys will all be excommunicated from True Earth when it.
Excommunicated from True Earth. Those are his, that's his
Rewind
statement.
it. Let's hear it again.
Afraid to hear me expose you?
You exposing yourself,
Because you're
that's the whole
living rent
point.
free in his head.
Yeah.
And it's
Go
funny
ahead.
that you guys are all circle jerking and supporting it. So
He's going to say it now, guys.
all you guys will all be excommunicated from True Earth when it really blows up.
All of you going to excommunicate it from True Earth when it
True
really
Earth.
blows up.
That true earth that you have to pay for truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry. First of all, he says a optical horizon is redundant, and then he says True Earth and excommunicated. Do you guys know what excommunication is?
Yeah.
Yeah, only cults talk about excommunications, guys. Cults and the Catholics. Well, a Catholic is actually a cult.
The only time I've heard of it is on John Wick.
Yeah, well, it's that's kind of in John Wick it kind of is a cult, isn't it? So yeah, that would make sense.
Cult to killers.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, even the people on the street are like assassins, and they're all like a secret group of assassins, isn't they? So yeah, that is like a cult. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Excommunication.
Excommunication.
That's definitely what he said. The action of officially excluding someone from participating in the sacraments and services of the Christian church. By the way, guys, this Christian church they're talking about is not Christianity. It's got to do with the Muslim. The Catholics, guys.
Catholics, yeah.
And Cathology is not Christendom. Please do understand the difference. But yeah, he appealed against the papal sentence of excommunication. Papal Catholicism, guys. Okay. Yeah.
Would it be a term used in Freemasonry as well?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
Yes, Freemasons do use this a lot. They excommunicate them from the Brotherhood.
Yeah, it's just to be shunned,
Blackball,
basically.
yeah.
It's formal blackball, formal way of shunning, yeah.
Yeah. The thing is with excommunication, they shame you, and you are not allowed to take part in anything that the in-crowd does, you could say. Yeah, like we actually care what he's, whatever he said his True Earth is. What the hell is True Earth anyway? What happened to saying Flat Earth? I thought he was a Flat Earther. So now is he changing his label to True Earther now?
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of that one before. I mean, Truther, yeah, but Flat Earth. A Truther will believe in Flat Earth, but I've never heard of True Earth.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
They did something to do with True Earth, like, but you had to be paid to be part of it or something like that.
I mean, think about it. It's if you claiming to be a Flat Earther and you saying you're going to excommunicate people from True Earth, where's the Flat Earth fit into that? He's saying True Earth. True Earth, you would say Flat Earth if you're a Flat Earther, would you not?
Yeah, exactly.
And you would claim a physical horizon is redundant, not a optical horizon. The problem is why a physical horizon is redundant is because it goes totally against what a horizon is. By definition, a horizon is only an apparent position where the sky and land appear to meet. It's not physically touching. It's only an apparent position. So the guy has totally done a 180 on Flat Earth and saying he's a Flat Earther.
Yep. Well, by the way, Flats, you just had 100 in chat.
Wow, that's brilliant. Thank you guys all for coming. And you see, Witsit's not here for that. Yeah, good to see you, Gonzaveron. Thank you for coming. And Blue Paul Devolution, always good to see you, mate. I'm glad you could make it. And Natalie's Vegan Dog also as well. Have you guys seen what? I think of his name now. Can you believe it? He's got the blue logo. He's always the guy that does the awesome editing. Truth. What? Faciality. Have you seen him? I haven't seen him in a while.
But it's super chatted earlier.
Did he?
Oh, I thought you'd said he had. I don't know.
No, I didn't say any super chats. Sorry, guys. If I missed super chats, I'm really sorry. I didn't
thought you
see
said
anything.
super chat from Fish. I must be hearing things.
No, it was on the
What's
it stream? Yeah. But I haven't seen faciality in a while. Hope he's okay.
Well, if you're on Witsit stream, then it were on it the other day.
Okay. Well, anyway, faciality. If you listen to this, I hope you're okay, man.
What I want to ask about is Seabass. Where's Seabass?
Yeah, that as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's been missing a few months already. I mean, almost a year.
Because that's Seabass, yeah. Yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm.
We did ask about Seabass a couple of months ago as well, didn't we? So it's definitely been a few months.
Yeah. Hey, Adam Eakin, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. But yeah, guys, it's just going to get worse for Witsit, by the way. This is only the start.
You guys are useless.
I was thinking I'm going to make a shirt, actually. I'm going to excommunicate you with Witsit's face.
In Marilyn Monroe's body. It's pretty cool.
It's a priest.
Oh,
You're
come on, Witsit.
That's what it is.
Listen, and dude, I thought you were cooler than that, but you're
You
supporting
do
it.
have a
This is
religious
this is the
Wow.
problem, dude.
Oh,
Okay.
hold on a minute. Listen.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying it now.
It does get
This is
confusing
where I
sometimes.
just waffle and swear.
Okay. Well, let's quickly look at the poll. 111 votes. Should Witsit just concede? 46% say yes. No, 54%. Come on, guys. Get that yeses up. Let Witsit throw his ego in the dustbin and come concede. Hey, Wiz, good to see you, mate. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it.
I want to talk.
Kick him out.
Making sure I can't break it down.
Okay,
That's
let
what you're
Mike-
all
let
doing.
Michael
No,
actually
but
say
you're insulting, and then just not listening to what people have got to say. You're allowed to insult Witsit, but then nobody's allowed to reply.
Wait, didn't
Come
you
on,
insult
dude.
me for an hour straight without me here to
Michael-
I
defend
did not insult you. I didn't insult anybody, dude. I didn't
Oh,
insult
yeah.
anybody.
Okay, Michael, go ahead. Say what you want to say, mate.
I've not said a word yet. And what you're going to do? Take my name, call me out, write me out at Flat Earth. You talk shit, mate.
Wow,
You've
profound.
come in here with no but add-ons.
Okay,
Mhm.
can I now expose the
100
whole-
IQ. You're remedials. You clowns. You're this.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
You know when
Witsit, how
an
about
ad-
exposing the
an
liars,
ad-
Witsit?
an
ad hom is when your argument is a personal insult. I've made very specific arguments.
All he's done is ad hom. Since he came in, he started with ad homs. So does the guy not even understand what ad homs is then? Well, the funny thing is he just explained what it was, so he does. So he's other actually just being very deceptive. Always lying to himself.
Right.
Imstone, Witsit not only won't concede, but he'll turn the rest of FE against you. Yeah, we'll be excommunicated from True Earth.
Yep.
Whatever. The problem these guys don't get, we are for truth. We're not for fame. We don't give a shit what fake flat earthers think. We are here for the truth. So if he wants to be a fake flat earther and excommunicate us, go ahead with it. Look how that's going to treat you later on.
Okay, Flatzoid, you said that propagation changes with frequency, therefore that refutes my position. That's irrelevant, dude. I know that. The point is that according to the globe, there's a
That's also very true, Derek. Witsit, I cannot excommunicate you from the body of Christ when you were never in it. I trust you will be saved someday. I concur 100%, Derek. I really do pray for these guys because they are lost. Yeah, Adam Eakin. Fundamentally, it's not a threat of excommunication, simply a childish threat of you can't be in my club. Yeah, well, he's calling it True Earth, so not a flat earther then. He's a true earther, guys. Whatever that's supposed to be. A true earther means let's lie about everything and show that we push globe arguments onto flat earth. So that's a true earther.
Tangible physical obstruction called earth curvature that would block the transmissions. Do you understand that?
I'm sorry. It's just I feel like I'm back in 2014.
What's-
Holy
okay,
shit. You don't
wait.
get it, do you, Witsit?
Let me just answer it again for you, Witsit. The fact that you are making the argument is showing you are bringing up the argument for the globe. Do you understand that this argument you just conceded?
refuting the globe.
You just conceded that changing the frequency changes the horizon distance, therefore debunking your own argument. Do you
How
understand
does it
what?
debunk my argument specifically?
Because you changed the horizon, therefore what blocks it?
That is my argument,
Based on
buddy. Try again.
frequency. So
That's my argument. So how to refute my argument?
on the globe, they claim that the frequency changes the physical horizon properties because of the angle. Do you understand?
No, so you
it's
don't
still-
even know what you're
listen.
talking about.
According to the globe, the radius doesn't change with the frequency. It's the angle it hits past the horizon that changes. So therefore, the globe is still the same radius, you dipshit.
No, you still don't understand it. So what?
I was getting so frustrated here with this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so simple to understand, and he doesn't understand what it means if you're claiming it's a physical horizon. He's a glober. It's plain and simple. Globers claim physical horizons, not flat earthers. So his argument is because it's not blocked, therefore it's not blocked by Earth curve. Hello? The angle and elevation angle is the reason why it's not blocked by this so-called Earth curve he's claiming. That's why it's a globe argument. If it was a flat Earth argument, you would say there's no physical Earth curve, so therefore you wouldn't be even bringing this up because they would bring the elevation angles up and say, see, based on our globe model, it would still work. But he doesn't do enough homework to know that. SI Man, he was talking about radio waves and then microwaves. What I'm talking about, the propagation of changing frequency, microwaves are point-to-point line of sight, and it does change the beam. From 300 megahertz, it would be about 1 meter in beam, and then when it goes to 300 gigahertz, it goes to 1 millimeter. It's still a line of sight, and it still changes the horizon because the angle due to the beam passes past their so-called physical curve, so it changes their horizon. Remember, on a globe, a horizon is physical. He doesn't get that. As soon as he conceded this, he conceded it to be a globe. I don't know how different I can explain this. It's what Black Guys. His claim was he took a Earth curve calculator that takes no elevation into account. Said, "Ooh, this microwave band has a transmission from point to point at what did he say, 250 miles or something, and therefore it's." He said 250 miles, by the way. Therefore, it was still transmission, so there it's not a globe. Which I just explained why he's still making the argument for a globe, because the elevation and the fact they're using microwaves, which is a very high frequency band, to make it as low as possible, as high as possible, so it has a smaller beam to miss the so-called curve. So the mere fact that it doesn't hit the physical curve means it's not a flat Earth, according to the globe model. So he was actually pushing the globe argument, because a glober would physically come and give this argument and say, because it's so far at this angle and there is no obstruction, therefore a globe, because of elevation, not because of flat Earth. That's why.
Frequency range is microwaves in. Go.
I don't know.
You have no idea.
Go ahead. No, tell
You
me.
have no idea.
Go,
Hey,
go
are
tell me.
radio?
That's irrelevant.
Are radio waves of lower frequencies the same as microwaves?
What's a radio wave? What's it? Define radio wave.
No, shut up, Neil. Hey, Flatzoid, stop trying to
No,
save him.
you
Flatzoid,
shut up with it.
Flatzoid, since you're schooling me so much on
I'm
frequencies.
really close. Where are you? Tennessee? I'm right in Alabama. Come and
dude,
visit,
come on over with
please.
your 5
So I
foot.
can
Dude, no one
smack
cares
some
about-
sense into you, dumbass.
And you think that no one notices that you're trying to make sure Flatzoid doesn't have to answer because he's getting exposed?
I still don't know where I've been exposed. The whole time he's calling this exposure, but where am I being exposed?
And what for? What you being exposed of?
I still don't know. Till this day, I have no idea.
Mm.
What we have been seeing is him exposing himself, and obviously that's why he came on, because he tried to save his face. And while he
But
made it worse for him,
He's claiming like people in panel were getting triggered at bullshit that he's talking, and then trying to cover for you.
yeah, but all he's been doing is talking non-stop, trying to tell me how to run my show, obfuscating, being really ignorant on the subjects, and telling you and insulting everybody and saying, "Oh, you're not allowed to answer me."
Mm.
Flatzoid will never be exposed by a Glober.
The only one that's exposure is you coming in insulting from when you got in, and then on conceding that your argument is invalidated, and now trying to red herring me with asking me questions on what frequencies are.
Okay, listen carefully, Flatzoid.
Yes, Terry, the frequency determines the width of the beam. Did you not know this? But then again, you're the same guy that thinks putting a pot of water on a stove, and if you wait long enough, it boils. So I highly doubt you'd understand what frequency does.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
No,
So
you
in the
listen
real
carefully,
world-
Witsit. You
in
already
the real world-
conceded your argument is mute, so I don't have to answer what
It's
frequency
mute,
it
dude.
is.
You don't even know how to use words. Listen carefully, okay?
You
I didn't
listen
concede
carefully, you
anything.
ignorant tard. You are
Yeah, you're
not coming
freaking-
in my show and telling me what I'm doing on my show.
Yeah, you got dunked on.
No, you came in and you conceded it changes the horizon. So therefore, your argument is invalidated. You know why? Because you bringing up a globe argument and it gets invalidated by your own argument just by changing the frequency. I don't have to give you what frequency is what, because you already conceded the point. You exposed
Listen,
yourself,
Do you
Witsit.
get that?
You're not
Witsit?
talk. You don't. He doesn't understand that microwaves are different than radio horizons.
Again, making arguments that I'm not making. The guy's so dumb, he doesn't understand that's not the argument. No one's claiming against microwaves or radio waves. It's about the horizon, the physicality of the horizon. Hey, Richard D, thank you for coming in. Yeah, it was 250 plus miles, guys, so 360 kilometers. Witsit said 250 miles, but it's actually 200 miles. He never debunked anyone but himself. Exactly. Never
Which
said
is why
that.
you look so dumb right
I never
now.
said that. Now he's making up words in my mouth as well, guys.
Hey, so was my argument about microwaves?
Radio waves. Did I say
It was about
microwaves?
microwaves,
You said radio waves.
dude.
Look what he's going to say, guys. Look what he's going to say. He's saying he never said anything about radio waves. And then he's going to double speak and say he did say radio waves and then microwaves.
debate. It's about microwaves. You're so lost, dude.
You said radio waves. Did he not say radio waves, guys? The horizon with
If he-
radio waves.
Let's see how many people are
Those
going to
were your
lie. Let
words.
them answer.
Did you not
What I
say
say
radio
in the
waves?
debate. Hey, do you want to bet $500 that I presented microwaves in the debate, Flatzoid?
I'm sure you said
Witsit.
radio waves, mate. You said radio waves and then microwaves. Yep.
The thing is, did you hear him say, let them answer? Is there anybody got to say it? And he says, let them answer. Watch them all lie. And not one person said a thing. And not one person lied. Not that we would have lied anyway, but not one
Yeah.
person said a thing.
144. Let's keep it at 144. Let's see if we can go find where he talked about this. I want to see if we can. Wait, did he bring it after the? Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay. To be correct, totally going against his theory that electrostatics can place the cloud where it wants to be.
We're on the Earth for all engineering. Anything you use gravity for can be solved completely without the idea of gravity.
You just heard that, guys. I didn't even actually pick that up. He said gravity, so no gravity, but we can solve gravity's effects. So he's claiming no gravity, but he's giving a
You can
replacement
solve
for gravity. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's just contradictory.
Yeah. How can you solve for gravity by saying it's not there? Time to wake up, guys. This guy's pushing global arguments. But anyway, let's move on.
You'll never get a rebuttal. All right.
Okay. Micros are significantly affected by fraction, but look what he says, though, guys.
Microwaves are not significantly affected by diffraction nor refraction. So if you look at this bottom picture right here, we have microwaves going out and it gets blocked by the hill. So if we send a radio wave out, they say it diffracts.
We send a radio wave out and say it diffracts. Remember, we were specifically talking about diffraction there. Were we not? Talking about the diffraction when we changed the frequencies?
Yeah.
And he says he didn't talk about radio waves. So, what's it? What was that just came out of your mouth?
And then it'll fill in the gap behind it so it can go over the obstruction, right?
You see, this is the argument, guys. He's saying if it's blocked by physical Earth, he's calling the horizon physical, guys. Do you understand that? That is the argument we're trying to make. He's calling the horizon physical. So he's taking the globe model and saying, you see, it would be blocked by physical ground. So he's saying the horizon would be physical. That is the argument. Witsit?
That's what it, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
144. The 133, whatever. We'll start from here.
Yes.
You said radio waves.
Dude, in the debate, it's about microwaves. You're so lost, dude.
You said radio waves. Did he not say radio waves, guys? The horizon with radio waves.
Let's see how many people are
Those
going to
were
lie.
your
Let them
words.
answer.
Yeah, and I just showed you just said horizon with radio waves. Physical horizon. Terry Windsor. Radio waves are propagating outwards. Microwaves at 300 megahertz are about a meter in diameter, in a meter in width. When you push them to 300 gigahertz, they go to about a millimeter. That's not the argument. The argument based on just the width is that it changes the horizon distance, your physical horizon distance. Witsit is claiming it would be blocked by this physical curve. He is begging the question for you guys, saying, you see, physical curve, physical blockage. And then when he says, but you see, we don't see this physical blockage, therefore not globe, he doesn't understand that it has an elevation, an angle to it, and they change the frequency for the beam to be at a high input, so it is pinpoint precision over the physical globe. Physical curve. The moron doesn't get that when you're claiming physical curve, that is the issue. Not if it's radio waves or microwaves or whatever he wants to push, it's got to do with the curve. He's already in their Narnia belief system. Hey TB, good to see you, mate. Glad you can make it. Did you not
What I
say
say
radio waves?
today- Hey, do you want to bet $500 that I presented microwaves in the debate, Flatzoid?
I'm sure you said
Witsit.
radio waves, mate.
You want to bet 1,000?
Flatzoid, let this moron debate how he wants to debate.
Oh, wow. But I wanted to expose you, remember? So in the debate, I said that, in the debate, I explained
Now he's gonna double speak, guys.
that they try to magically claim that that radio waves go way too far because of refraction.
Radio waves, thank you.
refract-
So there you go. He said radio waves, which he just said 2 seconds ago. He didn't say anything about radio waves.
Double
Hey.
speak at its best, isn't it?
Exactly. Hey, Kevin Samuel, thanks for coming. But that's the thing. He said he didn't say anything about it. Now he's just spoke about it, saying he's. I mean, that's the whole reason he brought up the ionosphere, another globe argument. I mean, it doesn't matter how you look at it. He just brings up globe arguments, and he thinks that's somehow debunking the globe.
And because of the ionosphere.
Radio
what they
waves, radio waves. He just debunked himself again. Thanks for exposing.
No. Just to say. From what I remember, he did mention microwaves.
Yeah, but he just said radio waves now again. His argument was based on radio waves and changed to microwaves. So he can't come and straw man and say, oh, I didn't say anything radio waves. He's just said it now, 2 seconds ago.
No, dude, I explained that the globe has an excuse for radio waves that doesn't even work anyway, but they can't.
You see, and I don't understand how radio waves don't work.
It just sounds like he's swapping between two. Like
It's all he does.
yeah.
His argument was very simple. They use radio waves with the ionosphere because Marconi, he made this record-breaking thing. So the radio waves they used in the ionosphere. Now they use microwaves, so we don't see blockage by these microwaves by the physical curve at 250 miles away, so therefore not a globe. But he is already making the argument for a physical curve and for a ionosphere with his radio waves.
You see, I'm with Neil. Like the 2014 arguments, like when it could be using, elevation angles and just killing it dead. And
Yeah.
he don't use them. He uses these crappy old arguments and waffles, and then gets his little incoherent dielectric crap butchered into it somewhere as well.
Yep. I mean, I didn't misrepresent him. He just said it out himself, and I explained why he said it. He brought up radio waves as an argument because of Marconi, and then the ionosphere. And then he brought up microwaves afterwards to say, look, it would be blocked by physical curve. Do you understand the key word here? Physical curve. He's not supposed to be arguing for physical curve.
Use that excuse for microwaves. Then I showed a diagram. Surely you can understand cartoons, and it showed the
and then insulting me about diagrams. Sarah Oliver, who's muting who? What are they talking about?
Probably thinks that you're muting him because you can't tell the difference between when you're talking on stream and on video.
Guys,
yeah, somebody.
Yeah, this isn't live, guys. This isn't live. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what was going on.
This is from.
Because I wondered what because Kevin Samuel said something. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why is he saying that? But yeah, I get it now. Because he said something like, mute him again, ha ha ha. Flatzoid, you're being globish. So like, yeah, no. That's not what was good.
Man, the problem is that he claimed a physical horizon, saying a optical horizon, which is redundant. And he's saying his argument is based on physical horizons. It's not blocked by the physical horizon, so therefore it's not globe. You understand here? It's not blocked by a physical horizon. He's supposed to saying it's not blocked by anything. Not blocked by physical horizon. The horizon is not physical. The reason he's saying it's physical is his downfall.
Microwave going horizontal and being blocked by a hill, and they can't use refraction and diffraction as an excuse with microwaves because of the frequency, yet they still go 250 miles when they should get blocked at 12 miles.
You see, it should be blocked at 12 miles. There's a thing called elevation and angles, Witsit. Look carefully, Flatzoid is behind Flatzoid. That's true. Oh man. With the ionosphere.
The microwaves don't go anywhere close to the ionosphere. I also explained that in my presentation, which was they came up with an excuse that they must be reflecting down, but not by the quote unquote ionosphere, mind you, because these are microwaves. Then you claimed I was bringing up the ionosphere and bringing up globe claims as if they were my claims.
You had the ionosphere.
They are.
There are your globe claims that you brought up. Did the opponents bring up anything with radio waves and microwaves and ionosphere, or was it you? What's it?
No, do you know what a stillman is?
Do you understand what I just asked? Did they bring it up,
Yes.
or did you? That's sad, Blue Paul. That's sad, man. What's it?
I did because I was still manning their position and refuting it in my presentation.
So you made up your own globe
Nervous laughter from
argument.
the Mr. Ineptitude.
You brought up your own globe argument. Now you see the black swan argument, SI, there's a total difference. The black swan argument is that the horizon is not physical, it's optical. He is not claiming that the horizon's not optical. not physical. He's saying it is physical, but because it's not touching that horizon, therefore it's not a globe. But he doesn't understand at elevation and the angle, the reason they use the microwaves is because of its bandwidth. That's it. If he actually did his homework, he would see it's for a globe. So as soon as you have a globe argument, if a glober was there with the knowledge enough to stand and say, but listen here, what was the elevation of those transmission towers? It would still miss the physical curve. So therefore he would be looking stupid because it would say, listen here, it proves a globe Earth because we actually accounted for the curve and we got the desired results. That is why it is such a stupid argument. By just giving this argument, he's giving them the globe on a silver platter. I don't know if I must explain Afrikaans or something. I don't know. Is there any way you guys can maybe explain it easier for these guys?
No, but basically it's a poor argument. It makes flat Earth look bad. He could just kill it with new arguments, what we've got, but he's going back to old silly arguments and doing a bad job, in my opinion.
Exactly. It's
making
not
it
3,000.
making a convoluted situation out of something that should be quite easy.
Yeah, Pete, it's not 3,800 miles. It was 200 miles, but he claimed 250 miles, which was false anyway. Maybe I should draw it on paint. Okay. This would be what a glober would say to you. Okay? We got the Earth. Correct?
Aye.
Then we got the one transmission tower.
Transmission tower.
Okay? We got another transmission tower. Okay? We're going to put the one band here. And we're going to put another band here. This is the transceivers. Okay? Now, he's shooting a beam of line of sight towards it. You see the elevation is higher than the ground. So therefore, it is reaching the other tower. So it is not flat Earth. It is globe Earth because it is physically can't block it because of its elevation and angle. Mr. Witsit gets it, does not understand that if you have elevation and line of sight with the right angle, it doesn't give a shit about the floor, making Witsit a moron. I think that kind of clears it up. He was giving the globe on a silver platter. To refute yourself, that anyway got refuted just by changing frequencies, so therefore made your own argument invalid, therefore showing you to be a clown. And the reason I was saying, reiterating on that, was because if he says it changes the horizon, therefore it's not physical, which he says it's redundant to be optical. Again, Pete, there's no 3,800 mile horizontal transmission. What the hell are you talking about? The longest ever recorded one is 360 kilometers. That's 200 miles.
Is no one on this panel going to call him out?
Call me out.
We
all think you a clown,
That's
Witsit.
I just wish you guys could communicate without insulting one another. What's the point in insulting?
Matt, is Matt still here? I just want to know, what insulting are we giving this guy? We stating fact. He's a clown. He's being dishonest. And all he did was insulting us non-stop. I mean, he didn't want to accept what we're saying to him.
That we're on recording, weren't it?
Yeah.
One another. You don't hate each other. Come on.
Witsit,
Well,
do you
because
believe in a
whenever someone
downward
sends
bias?
me a link, and
Do
then
you
look at Neil,
believe
all
that
Neil
there's
does
a
is jump
downward
in and interrupt
bias?
and insult
Just
people the
answer
whole
my
time, and you guys
question.
don't say anything.
Do you believe you're talking about a downward bias?
No, stop
What
changing the
downward
subject.
bias?
Yeah, Travis, good to see you, mate. Yeah, we're still going to get onto the dielectric rubbish. Don't worry.
Stop changing the subject.
What
Well,
downward
yeah,
bias? You're a clover.
remember, I
Who's
invited.
doing music in the
Remember,
background?
Witsit, He was talking about microwaves, Pete. The longest microwave transmission was over the Red Sea at 360 kilometers, Pete. Not radio waves. Even that radio waves was then bouncing it off the ionosphere. Again, another globe argument, Pete. You see, this is what I got to reiterate with you with the flat earthers. Just because you see long distances doesn't mean it's a flat earth argument. You have to understand the mechanics behind it to understand if it's flat earth or globe earth. You placing it into the globers to turn it around and say you see it's actually a globe. It's stupid. And Witsit should know better than this. He's been in this for how long already?
Flatzoid,
Yeah.
out of respect for you, I'll leave. But
Yeah, bye.
Witsit, you're lost,
Okay.
bro.
Okay, Witsit, remember I invited you in here to come explain the differences between paramagnetism, ferromagnetism, and diamagnetism, and then try and explain how it works in your so-called electrostatic.
Yeah, I can easily dunk on you for that as well. I want you to admit that you're wrong about the microwaves, that you strawmanned me, and that in fact I was still manning the globe and showing why.
Pete, so I wonder if this is a Witsit sock or something. Flatzoid, whatever that is. Shame. Poor guy.
Their excuses still don't work, and that microwaves refute the globe because they use line of sight
Doesn't.
horizontal propagation at a very high frequencies.
doesn't,
In fact,
Witsit.
ultra high frequency.
It doesn't.
Okay.
That's the point. It doesn't.
Why not? Why not?
Because you change the frequency, therefore it changes the horizontal.
Not with microwaves.
It does. Not with microwaves. So the band does not change from a meter to 1 millimeter. So therefore a horizon would change. Gosh, that's what I said. This guy thinks he knows what he's talking about, but he doesn't. He thinks he's word salad, and talking fast and talking over everybody is him being intelligent. It might fool the gullible followers that he's got, but it doesn't fool normal people thinking that actually been in this argument for a long time.
Do you want to bet a $5,000?
You got $5,000 to throw around. That's your problem.
No, let's bet $500.
No, I don't have $500 to throw around.
Okay,
I
'cause
got
you're
children
lying.
to feed. Thank you very much.
Dude, listen, with microwaves, it doesn't change the horizon because they're not affected by refraction and diffraction.
There we go. The horizon doesn't change because it's not affected by refraction, diffraction, proving that it is just ignorant.
I bet you $500, dude. I mean that did make me laugh
But
because
the thing is-
that's what you do when you're in secondary school. I bet you a $5, dude, man. I bet you a $5 I'm right.
But that's not just the thing. Anybody that knows me, I never do bets. I have never really betted because I'm not a gambling kind of guy. I think
can't
it's
afford to bet. Can't
think-
afford to bet money like that.
But even if I had money, I'm not a gambling kind of guy.
No, it's a bad thing to get into. It's a bad addiction. It breaks lives apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, okay. Let's just say there's a transmission or whatever. It does just a rudimentary kind of thing. Okay. Now, let's show Witsit what it means when you change the frequency. Let's say we are shooting it horizontal now at 300 megahertz. This would be about a meter beam, okay? You see, that's perfect. The horizon here has the same distance above the horizon, correct? So your line of sight would have a maximum to wherever. Let's just say the maximum for Pete's sake is still there. Just out of interest sake. Okay. Now, let's take that same beam and turn it to 300 gigahertz. Now it shoots out there. What happened to the distance to the horizon? It increased. What's it? So it pushed out the horizon further. What's it? It's got nothing to do with diffraction and refraction. That is just you showing ignorance. It's got everything to do with its beam width and the angle and elevation. Again, Witsit showing he has no idea what he's talking about. I think before we go on, maybe you guys have something to say.
No.
What can you say to this? It's just getting stupid. He's just turning into a child and saying, look, I bet you I'm right. I bet you're wrong. And I'll put money on it because I'm right. It's just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've
It's
tried.
breaking my head to hear it for a second time.
But SO man, do you see what the issue is here? As soon as he claims it's physical curve, then it means he doesn't understand the argument to begin with. And he just showed it when, if you look at this, he doesn't understand it pushes, changing the beam would change the horizon.
I mean, to open like that, you're just falling in the trap of arguing their model for them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Refraction and
so-
diffraction doesn't change the angle of the waves, mate. You are
Dude,
totally...
they're line of sight.
Just to ask. Witsit, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. For what you're saying, you're good. Do you have any citation? So at least when you say it, you can say, "Look at this," and this will show you. Do you have any citations?
Yeah, of
or
course.
any references? Citations or references?
Yeah, declassified operation from the governments during the Cold War, shooting.
I still wanted to see this, but yeah, I didn't get anything. I don't know if he sent anything to you, Matt. Yes, I mean, yes, that's exactly what the globers think the horizon is, mate. They think it's a physical curve.
Microwaves 250 miles using line of sight horizontal propagation.
Where could I find that?
I'll drop it for you in a second. Can you drop links in here? I can't post.
Yeah,
it.
there's a
Message me on Telegram. Message me on Telegram at Witsit. I'll send you the PDF. Okay, now we can move.
Mitchell, he literally just said that it can't change the horizon distance because it's not affected by refraction and diffraction. That was his argument. I just showed it does change the horizon distance because of the line of beam. It's higher than it changes its elevation angle from the ground. Awesome. Thanks, SO man. I appreciate it. Pat in the chat, good to see you. Thank you for coming. I still don't know why the people are defending Witsit, by the way.
Because people make idols of YouTubers and they get butter.
Mm-hmm.
People call them out.
Move on because you can't answer it. It doesn't matter. I exposed it. We can move on to the
Yeah,
to the
exposed that you
paramagnetic question.
muted your own argument. Congratulations. Okay, next.
Dude, you keep on saying that, but I didn't, dude.
And I just explained to you how you did, dude. Micro Ray says, frequency doesn't determine how wide a radio beam is. The sulfur... Oh. Why do we get these morons in? I just don't get it.
Just,
Microwave frequencies range between 1 gigahertz to 1000 gigahertz with a respective wavelength of 30 to 0.03 centimeter. 30 centimeter to 0.03 centimeter. Micro-ray, go do your homework, please.
Okay, so this is the truth. They, according to them, they shoot radio waves horizontally, and they claim it bounces off of some made-up construct called the ionosphere to save the globe, because Marconi debunked the globe.
You see, making my point. As soon as you say Marconi debunked the globe, so therefore ionosphere, you are bringing up an argument for the globe. they're always going to go to the ionosphere. Now, he doesn't understand. The problem is he's put a burden of proof on him to prove it's not going off of the ionosphere. So he's gone into Narnia to try and debunk Narnia.
Yeah. Again, like I said, it's an old argument that they can easily twist. So why use it in the first place?
Yeah. I mean, a globe is going to ask him, okay, please show me how...
It should know better, like.
Well, yeah, you'd think.
Yeah, the waves is the width of the beam, make array. Wow. This is how... I don't know. I'm going to ignore make array because make array is really dumb.
Right. So then I said, okay, that's just made up anyway. But it's even worse when we use microwaves because they know they can't bounce off the ionosphere in their own model.
Charlie Walsh, in 6 months, Witsit will have a full-on mosaic psi complex. I think it's too late for that already. Hey, DJ1, good to see you, mate.
They know that it's not affected by diffraction or
his
refraction in
students
their
already
own.
call him Rabbi.
Rabbi Witsit. I just want to know. I just want to know the people that follow Witsit. You guys do know you're not allowed to eat bacon according to him, right? You heathens.
Made up excuses in their model. So
Dala, I'd probably pay for a true Earth versus flat Earth debate. I think that can be a cool debate. I agree.
Oh,
What is true Earth? I would love to see what they mean with true Earth. Because it's definitely not flat Earth as he places it, so...
Yeah, but did you see that True Earth summit that they had?
No, I heard about it. I didn't see anything. What this meant. So are they trying to change the narrative or something? Is it like a whole new kind of thing? Like you had the concavers and all this rubbish. Now they true earthers, whatever that's supposed to mean now.
crazy.
Bit late for repackaging flat Earth, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Oh, we're still gonna get to that. Okay. Oh, it's getting so late. It's 11:15 already. We haven't even got to the acceleration and stuff yet.
Wow.
So we might have to do another Witsit Exposed, guys. Because I can only actually go on to 11 o'clock. Oh, man.
this just debunks the globe straight up. It's line of sight horizontal microwave propagation.
Keep telling
Okay,
yourself
I know
that.
it's a new argument I came up with. You're only used to parroting Oakley, but try to keep up.
Where was the parenting Oakley anyway? We don't even bring
Well,
Oakley up.
That's rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
And if he knows anything about me and Oakley, we disagree on a lot of things.
Of course.
Yeah.
But why bring Nathan's name into it? Like, Nathan weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
Nathan's arguments. Why
Yeah.
bring him in?
How many
Dude.
mediums are we talking about, Witsit?
How
What do
many
you mean
mediums?
diffraction? Yeah, what is diffraction?
Dude, diffraction is whenever something gets obstructed and then it can fill in the gap behind it. That's not the point, dude. The point is that they claim that ground wave. I have to teach you guys, but you guys are calling me stupid. They say that ground waves diffract around the globe. That's called ground wave propagation. They claim that sky waves bounce off the
You see, he's still begging the question of the globe.
Yeah.
ionosphere. They do not claim either one of these for microwaves because it doesn't work as an excuse.
But you do claim it's supposed to be blocked by physical curve. I mean, really?
So they claim something else called tropospheric ducting and tropospheric reflection. You don't know what that is. So anyway, like
why are you
let
still
me
bringing
tell
up
you what-
globe arguments? That's the whole point, Witsit. You brought up the
Oh
globe
my God,
argument
it's
to
how you
argue.
refute the model, dude.
Listen, are you saying there's no such thing as the ionosphere? Then why are you... Exactly, Paul. Electromagnetic waves are not physical waves.
Mm.
They don't understand this? You're
Mike
bringing
Array
it up. Sorry?
Mike Array won't understand it.
No, definitely not. Microarray is just not worth it, Paul. If you say there's no such thing as the curve, yet you bring it up, you literally just said the frequency changes the horizon. Therefore, that's what the globe would bring as an argument, therefore making your argument mute. You don't get
Not with microwaves.
keep telling yourself that, but okay. So
See, now you
ferromagnetism-
know deep down that
ferromagnet-
everyone that's listening can just go Google it and you're going to look really retarded.
yeah, exactly right. She's about a specific frequency of microwave, but I asked him to come here specifically about ferromagnetism, paramagnetism, and diamagnetism. That's what I actually want to
Yeah, I just tried to move to it. Yeah, you got dunked on with that. I mean,
No, I tried to move and you carried on spewing this nonsense. So lying again. Okay, so I guess we'll have to go on with this tomorrow night or another night, whoever's. 1 hour
Okay.
51 minutes. We must just remember that. Oh, I wanted to so badly do all this bee stuff. I was so looking forward to it, guys. Got all the bee stuff up and stat electricity and so I'll have to get it up again.
Oh well, it's something to look forward to.
88 watching. Wow, it's great. Thank you guys
Yeah,
all for
it
coming.
went. I think it went to about 104, 105 or something.
That's not bad. I don't think I missed any super chats. I hope not, guys. If I did, I really I am so sorry if I did. Please let me know and then I'll read it out for you guys. So yeah. Light can refract. Yeah. Usually that happens. On the globe it would be called donkey dick horizons, thanks to refraction. So, any closing statements?
It's just impossible, isn't it? He's just not going to take. He's just not going to take a telling. And like Michael said earlier, you'd think he'd know better. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what to say about him. It's a shame. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I mean, we try to explain now in simple terms why it's wrong. He has. It's up to him now, just to take it and to accept. Listen here, yeah, maybe these guys are making a point. Maybe I should stop bringing up something that can be turned against FE and make them look stupid, because that's all he actually did.
Shouldn't have come in so offensively, but at the same time being that was his defense. Do you know what I mean? Being offensive.
Yeah.
He should have just come in with them ears to listen, but he didn't.
Yeah. Richard G says I should do a review of Witsit's work sometime. I'm not sure we should, but yeah. If you guys would want to, you must just let me know. But I do know people do get kind of irritated with his work. Me included, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Excuse me. So that's practically all we can say. Michael, so you got anything to say about that?
No.
Nah.
I've said what I needed to say while we've been doing it.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, guys, if you guys want to support Witsit, then go ahead. But I'm just still saying, the guy keeps on showing he doesn't really have anything, and he doesn't understand the most basic, simple, rudimentary arguments about what he's arguing. So if he can't understand that, then how is he going to understand that him just saying 160 IQ or whatever, or 100 IQ, doesn't make him smart, it makes him dumb.
Yeah, he needs to get over himself and just listen.
So yeah, it's good to have you guys all. I really appreciate you all coming in. Sorry I have to leave now, but because we've been running on generator now, and I gotta keep some petrol for tomorrow night as well. Because we have, the thing is, it's off 4 hours on 2 hours, or 4 hours on 2 hours kind of thing. So we're off more than we're on.
Wow.
And it works out kind of expensive on the petrol.
It's bound
I agree with Richard G. I think we've seen enough. Case closed.
Well, I want to finish the rest though of this to get to show the dielectrics and all that, to show that the guy doesn't know the difference between electric current and static electricity. So yeah, I definitely want to show that. Yeah, so thank you all for coming. Really appreciate it. Thank you, guys in Element. It was also good chatting you guys.
No problem.
Thank you all just for hitting that like button and share the show. Yeah, let us get to Witsit so he can actually see why he was wrong. If he would concede to that, I highly doubt it. But yeah. So, till tomorrow night. Many, many blessings, and may the pressure be with you. Cheers, guys.